What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the three bodies. Okay, when I say three bodies, obviously we only have one body, but when I say three, these are three parts of yourself that have a high importance to your everyday life. So one, we have your physical body that we use to operate. The second body, the mind, okay? And your third body, the spirit. We're going to be talking about how keeping all of them in tune, how important that is, and what happens when they're out of tune, okay? So first, let's start off with the body. Now, if you want to understand, I know this might seem crazy, but you are not the body, okay? You are the soul, spirit, or whatever you want to call it, that is behind the body. Let me explain. When you go to sleep, do you tell yourself, oh, stop breathing or breathe? No. Your body does it on its own accord, okay? If you cut yourself and you start wounding up, do you tell yourself heal? No, your body does it on its own accord. You don't make your heart pump. It does it on its own accord. So therefore, you know, you are not the body. You're just the physical, in your physical vessel, soul operating your body, okay? Second, mind, okay? Your mind is what controls the body, okay? The body has its own options and operating systems on its own, but you also can control it. Just like right now, I'm creating a physical thought to be able to speak to you. So that shows your mind controls the body and the actions you do. Okay? And the spirit is the will that you have the will. For instance, let's say I'm watching something inspirational. It hits my spirit and I'm like, man, I feel it. I really want this. Say, for instance, it motivates me to start working out, okay? That will of my spirit to work out goes to my mind, and then I get the idea of it, and I put, okay, I want to start working out. Then I use my mind to create the physical action to actually go and work out. So you have your three foundational of each. Basically, think of it like a person driving a car. Your body is the car, and you're the person driving the car that operates it. By you doing dumb stuff like swerving off the road, crashing into cars can affect your car, your body, and your spirit, okay? Just like if, for instance, if someone's drinking alcohol, smoking every day, eating bad foods, not only does this affect their body, but it affects your spirit and mind as well. So that shows the importance that you need to have for all three of them, okay? Your body, okay, let's break it down, okay? Your mind controls the body, okay? So I can create the thought to wanting to work out. I want to say, I'm going to go to the gym today. I'm going to go eat healthy. I'm going to do the right things today. And your body produces the action to actually go out there and do those things. But here's the thing. If you're out of tune with your mind and body, that's when things get iffy, because you can have the thought to want to work out, run, etc. But if your body is not in line with your mind, for instance, you're unhealthy, you have bad cardiovascular health, you just out of line with your mind and body, and then you can't do those things. And if you're aligned with those two things, your spirit won't even create the thought to even want to do those things, if that makes sense. So this is why you have to get all three phases of yourself in order, in balance, okay? Because if you don't do that, you'll be out of tune. So first, I think you should personally start off with your mind, okay? Start by clearing, well, actually, let's take that back. Your spirit, because if your spirit is out of tune, okay? If your spirit is out of tune, you won't even have the will to want to even create the thoughts to want to do those things. So I would say by cleaning your spirit, you got to go from high to low. You first, like I always say, don't stop smoking, stop drinking, stop eating unhealthy foods. Obviously, it's not going to be easy, but that's where you strengthen your spirit. That's how you strengthen yourself, because you got to do things that you typically would not want to do, because these are things that harm you and bring down. Everything's connected. Your three bodies, they're all interconnected, okay? So one thing affects the other thing. If you're affecting your body, it's going to affect your mind, because it'll affect the ways that you think, and then it'll affect your spirit, because you'll start having different thinking patterns, okay? So you want to clean all of your negative habits, okay? Then you want to start acting on those things. You want to start journaling. You want to start making plans. You want to start just doing things that are positive, that will uplift your body, your mind, and your spirit, okay? Because all these things, like I said, are interconnected. So one thing will affect the other, and one thing you do will affect the other thing, and the one you don't do won't affect the other thing. So everything has to be connected and done the right way. You can't half do it. You can't, because this is all you, okay? I'm not there standing next to you holding your hand. No one's standing next to me holding my hand. All of the decisions I make affect me, and all the decisions you make affect you. So you have to be conscious about every decision you make, okay? So with your mind, you have your subconscious and your conscious, okay? Let me explain. For right now, as we're talking, you're breathing. And now, after I just told you that, you probably just started thinking about breathing. Like I said, your body has its own accord. It does stuff on its own, but then you have your conscious that actually you perceive it and think about it. So you can think of it like this. When you're in your subconscious, your body is moving on autoplay, okay? Like it's going on its own. You're working now, you're doing this and that. And then your conscious is when you're actually sitting there and thinking, like, we can breathe in. We're consciously thinking about breathing, but if we're doing stuff, our body is doing it on its own accord. It's doing it on its own. So that's where you have to master your mind to the full capability that you can, because not only does, by not doing it, you lead your body into a state of imbalance, but it can truly just affect and deteriorate just all three physical bodies of yourself. So you must understand the importance of balance and restoring each part of yourself, which is the spirit, the mind, and the body. They all have to be aligned for you to make out the right things. And obviously it's not going to be an easy journey, but you have to do things that help, okay? So that's really what I want to talk about, the three bodies. We're going to keep going, bringing information. Comment down below any type of videos you want of me explaining, anything you want to see, and we'll go from there. Temple Grind out.